Welcome back to Original Gamers. This is episode 2 of the Minecraft Let's Play series. In this episode, we're basically doing a tribute to Technoblade as he died today 1 year ago. In this episode, we're going to do some crazy stuff, like including getting 100 pigs, getting a Technoblade pixel art, and building a massive barn for him. So we sort of got to get straight into the footage. But I did a bit of off-camera mining, and I got some resources, including this armor trim, which is found in a stronghold. Yes, I accidentally mined into the stronghold. And before you tell me off, I genuinely did. I'm going to put the screenshot of the coordinates and stuff on the screen now, show you how ridiculous my luck was. So we started off by going out to get some bone meal from skeletons and stuff. As you can see, we have 15 pigs at this point. Sorry, I thought quite a lot of the pig breeding. I got rid of quite a lot of the pig breeding footage because it's quite boring. So at the moment, the pig count is on 15. As you can see at the top, I did die at that point and go back to spawn. But as you can see here, I did actually build the house, finally. Finished it. The roof took a little while, as you can see. It's a basic design, but you're about to see these 15 pigs for the first time, as you can see here. And then, by the way, I got this all from a composter, before you say I'm cheating. And basically, I spent quite a lot of the time this episode just farming carrots, because we really need these 100 pigs to remember Technoblade. So I sped up some of this footage. I didn't use all of the farming footage because there's so much of it. That's why this episode's a bit shorter than the last one, because quite a lot of the footage was repetitive and stuff. I didn't want to repeat it. But this episode does have some quite good stuff, and we do have a new member, which is quite interesting. So as you can see, we did a lot of farming. I got some wheat to compost and then the carrots to feed to the pigs. So we were sort of getting both at once, if I call that. And as you can see here, we did have like a platform covering the whole from last episode. I do expand on it in a bit. Don't know if I have the footage for that, but it doesn't really matter. As you can see here, we're now reading up the pigs, and we're on 21. So our first like progress mark. And this is like the frame of the barn I'm making for them. So you can see it's raining, it's quite miserable, but I came back in the day to carry on with the work. So basically, I started pillaring up at the corners. And I cut off like most of the building process, I'm pretty sure, because it's like quite boring to watch. So yeah, here we have the pigs. We are now on 48, and yeah, it's looking quite good. Nearly halfway, and here's the barn, like a nice shape there. But honestly, I'm quite proud of these pigs. Now, finally, we have reached 50 pigs, halfway mark. Honestly, I don't know if it looks like 50 or not. But as you can see, we literally skipped straight to 90 in the footage. There's 90 pigs. And finally, we have got 100 pigs. I did then do a bit more farming, just trying to get some to 100. And so we finally do have 100 pigs now. I don't know. I think we already did, but it doesn't really matter. So this is the barn where you have mud on the floor, which I used water bottles to get. Don't worry, I didn't cheat. Basically, I just wanted to make some obstacles. And as you can see, there's a new member. I'll go into that in a bit. But I'm sort of just designing some stuff for inside this cage, just for it to look more like an enclosure and not a massive torture pit or something like that. But I'm quite proud of like the little bits I added. They're not the biggest, but they're not the smallest either. They're like nice balance. And honestly, this is a good way to remember Technoblade, to be honest, I'd say. I don't really know what I was doing here. I was sort of trying to... I think I was just trying to use up my resources at this point, to be honest. But, I mean, it's something... By the way, just a note here, the pigs like literally never got upstairs. So it was a bit of a waste of time. But, yeah, I was just sort of adding some small little details, like this little slope here for them to go over. And then, as you can see here, I did put a torch under there eventually. And there's our new member. She's called Sunspark. So that brings the total SMP member number to 3. She has got a house, which I'm not sure if I've shown this episode. But I think we do in the next episode, where we do explore the trail ruins. So be excited for that. And at this point, this building does have a roof, as you might be able to see. It's like this was made by Sunspark. I'm not going to take the credit because I'm not good enough. And now basically, this is the point of the video where we have to move all 100 pigs into the new barn. It did go quite chaotic here, trying to hoard 100 pigs all at once into the same place. But somehow, it wasn't that difficult. Honestly, it went a lot smoother than I was expecting. But you get to watch the footage of me getting absolutely devoured by some pigs now, which is always good. And this is where we're about to break the fence. It's like cutting the ribbon. And there goes the children. I actually hit a parent, I think. There are just so many, literally they're everywhere, these pigs. And then here's the bit where I hold a carrot. Oh my god, it is kind of creepy. But I sort of just quite easily lured them all into their new enclosure. There's a couple of them go in, but as you see they're going around the tunnel and stuff. There's a lot of them. This where I tried to block off the carrot ones, but it didn't really work. Then all the eyes carried on staring at me. It was really creepy. We're basically trying to get all of them into the enclosure, but it's quite difficult because there's so many of them. So I just decided to go back and grab the little remainders inside the main pen and bring them back into the main hoard, just so Sunspark could drag them. Then I blocked off the end just so they can't go backwards. And as you can see, this is probably the only time they ever went upstairs. They started taking some fall damage. They went down upstairs so little that I actually ended up removing the upstairs. But as you can see, we're hoarding them away a little bit more. I actually missed a couple pigs, which is a bit of a shame. But, guys, if you haven't watched it, I'll leave a link in the description for episode 1. We actually started a raid in that episode, which was a bit chaotic. But honestly, he may be dead, but still go and subscribe to Technoblade. He was an amazing YouTuber, and just sort of give his family some support. Subscribe to him and his dad, who has a YouTube channel called Techno Dad. That would really mean a lot to them. But also, maybe just go back and rewatch some of his old videos, just as like memories. This is please, I'm not trying to get views for this video. This is just because I remember watching him when he was alive. He did some good videos. He was a good content creator. That's why I'm doing this video for him, getting 100 pigs. I'm not that good at Minecraft, so this was quite a hard challenge. But, I mean, I figured it out. And I did add like a little pixel art face of him to the wall, which is kind of cool. And I'm just sort of cut forward just from the cleaning up process. We'd now cleaned up the mess we'd made and sort of tried to split it, make the cage a bit bigger, because there's quite a lot of pigs and it was not the best idea to have them in one spot. So I opened the new area just to separate them a bit, because as you can see, they're literally squished together. This was quite hard because they got in the way quite a bit. But I'm pretty sure I eventually did add the mud into this new area. It's just, it was quite hard with loads of pigs there. But as you can see that this is the cage mostly done, apart from a small detail like the mud, as I said. And I did add like a little protection barrier. This was the bad bit. I tried to add a gate, and this happened. And then, yep, the babies slipped out by accident. That was sort of my fault. And then some adults started slipping out. But yeah, this was it wasn't that hard to fix after, but quite a few of them came out. Oh god, yeah, this was a bit chaotic, but Sunspark came in and just sort of lured them back in. So I extended the fence just to help them get in. And then what I did is I placed the fence back how it was. And, yep, no pigs were harmed. And then I had 2 entrances just in case one was, like, blocked. And then I decided to do it as a double barrier, just for extra safety. And then I made sure to put the fence gate in the centre. And then, honestly, I'm really proud of this build. It was quite a good one. I think it looks good. It's not quite finished yet, though. I'm now standing in front of the mostly complete build. I did add some more details, like the mud, as I said. But honestly, we're quite proud of it. The roof looks good, made by Sunspark. I think the shell made by me looks quite good. And basically, I'm really proud of it. As you can see here, give you a little view from the night. And there's the sheep I used to make this new pixel art. And then you can see that I've just added like the mud and like the trimming of the wood. But honestly, I'm really proud of that pixel art. It looks really good. So I just sort of got a carrot for some reason. I think I went in there. I can't remember. I'm now going to give you a nice cinematic shot of all the new features in spectator mode. As you can see, we can get a lot closer up on the pig enclosure. It's loads of them. And as you can see that they do go through the little tunnel every now and again. Some of them go up the stairs, and there's a couple stuck back there, but they can climb out. And as you see, I got rid of upstairs to put the pixel art in. And then, as you can see, the inside of my house, I did little flooring. Now that's the Sunspark's house. So you make like a little way off the woods. Before you say it's upside down house, like I did, it's actually a witch's hut, which has got like a really cool mushroom on top. Just trust the process. I didn't. But yeah. Not more like cinematic shots of the builds. Once the area's evolving quite a bit. We're now at the end of the tour and the end of the episode. Please subscribe, leave a like, share this video, and I'll see you in episode 3.